Hi guys, I thought I'd go live because I haven't been doing it regularly because people haven't been on. So I thought I'd wait and just when something's coming up, I can talk to you about it. And that happened today. So it was interesting because I did the post about all the different ways we could interact with somebody when they're displaying their control drama. But also, the eighth insight is very much about receiving the messages people have. So that's what I thought I'd mention now, because I just went into my local health food place and there was a lady doing a demo, like a food demo, and I got chatting to her about recipes and stuff. But then we were getting a bit deeper and she was telling me about how she'd kind of just started training as an energy healer. And what's interesting is I was noticing my stuff coming up, which I've noticed before, like when people start telling me stuff that maybe I feel I already know because I've been doing it a long time. So I'm kind of like, oh, I've got 30 years experience of this. And this person sort of, just literally kind of getting into the sort of spiritual side and the healing side, and they're sort of trying to school me a bit, and then I've noticed I can get my walls and barriers up and get kind of annoyed. And so noticing it, I was kind of like, well, what energies can flow here? And actually I posted about in that last post about how you can work with energy flows, like pull them through people if they're being aggressive or aloof, or flow it to them if they're being like poor me and that kind of stuff. But sometimes I can actually find that hard myself when you're having an interaction, to remember, oh, what should I do here? So quite often I just ask, whatever the greatest kind of energy flow pull that can happen here between us, can that, sort of commence? And so I asked for that and was sort of aware. I wasn't even really asking myself about getting a message from her, but I was just concentrating on lowering my walls and barriers. And I guess not being aloof of like, oh God, I know this all before, I know this all already, boring, how can I get away? And then also kind of not doing like poor me, like, oh no, I just wasn't going into them or any of them. And it was quite interesting because then she did end up having something quite interesting to, like an interesting perspective, and kind of not something I haven't thought of before, but it was like a reaffirming of something that I knew. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of say that, that sort of awareness came up of, well, yeah, you might have loads of experience and knowledge about something, but it doesn't mean someone else less experienced than you might not have a message for you. So yeah, it's just a way that you can use those energy flows for your benefit and to help you with any messages that might happen, because sort of allowing that energy to flow allowed her to have more clarity in what she was saying to me, and allowed me to be open to receiving something, that I'd already thought of but hadn't actually seen from the perspective that she was kind of giving me. So anyway, that was my thoughts on that. And I also just wanted to check in because next week from tomorrow is the ninth insight, which is the last chapter of the book, if you are following it. It'd be great to know how you're doing and what's come up. I know that when we have a long period of time, life happens. But I've been enjoying doing the book. So it'd be nice to know if you have, and just give me thoughts. You can always send me a PM of like, anything that you wish was different, or, or any insights you have or anything like that. It'd be great to hear from you. But anyway, enjoy your Sunday. All right, bye.